guys, we are 5 minutes away and we only have, oh no, John's here. I thought I saw Craig too. Did I losing it?
How's the prioritization of this?
We're gonna play that Brooks and Dunn song, I believe.
Live.
Where's it? And where's
God.
that song?
I mean, some of them complained, but we had such strong reasoning. It was like,
Well,
all right, buddy.
gonna fit.
Not currently.
So what are we assuming that we get X percentage of?
That other thing is, oh, that's really.
For 1,000.
We had a bad day, but, well, I guess.
For them, even though they don't have 1,000 lots worth of
Oh,
projects.
so there was.
They reserve 1,000 lots. Either, but also our contract says that we get. Now we're being. Connect your debt bill.
Okay.
No.
If only I knew somebody.
You again, huh?
Yeah, I don't think that's,
All right now.
that's, I'm not gonna say
We're gonna win, so.
it's far fetched, but.
Probably not.
Back up to us to discuss it.
Okay.
I wasn't
I know,
in the room.
I know.
I don't know.
Is mayor
On Zoom?
yeah,
Are we muted?
No, you're not now.
Okay.
Not anymore. We're live.
Oh, bad.
Oh. No, record.
Somebody out to their truck.
Yeah. And start over.
Hmm?
That's sort of the thing. G two.
What's up, man? We got plenty. That email, I was. I forgot.
Wrist bone would be worth. Be slow. Christmas with the rain. coming.
Just Jeff.
Oh, yeah, engineering.
It's good news.
Got a crowd tonight.
Sorry, did you say?
You guys, keep it down out there, keep it down. Keep it down.
Past my bedtime.
We need an applicant.
Down Vietnam.
Vietnam. I haven't heard of that one. It's like my friend, architecture, architecture.
I grew up in not far from Nam.
So I don't, you know, I've been in the spirit for concerts. I saw you went and saw the movie. How was just? Is it worth it? It's like crazy expensive, though.
Yeah, and if you stay, the seat you want is, I'll tell you the seat, no, it's like the 300 section is what you want. It's like right in the middle, not too, like, you know, you look at it the whole time. You don't want to be too close either, because you can't see anything.
Really, $400 or?
Yeah, it was, I think my wife did it. It was like $300 a piece.
So did the Don Tyson?
What are you? At the Sphere.
Oh, I've.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I mean, I've enjoyed the.
We got some apples that.
Did you guys really? Okay.
We got some apples. And,
Live action.
Well, it's-
Pieces of it.
the pieces of it, like the tornado at the beginning, they put these big wind tunnels on, and you feel the tornado. It's like leaves blowing around and hitting your face, so you feel like you're in the tornado.
So it sounds cool. Yeah.
The apples, they're biting the apple.
But it's.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
I was surprised, like going inside the Sphere, just the Sphere itself, how big it is.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
Look at it, you're like, I was expecting a small venue,
Yeah.
because like all the other like Vegas shows are small venues.
And it's like crazy steep too.
Yeah, you forget, they had, she tried to talk me into the Bay Street concert, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh.
His wife went.
A, I'm not going. B, I'm not paying $1,000 to sit in the last row.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took me pictures of it, and everybody's standing up, and I was like, there's no way you'd be able to stand up in that place, because it's like the seating is like,
I think I did, from one show I stood, and for the other concert I went to, I sat.
oh
So,
man, I would be afraid to stand,
well,
man.
I tell you what,
Did you see that?
I saw Dead and Company the first time, and then I saw the Eagles.
I bet the Eagles be nice.
The
Yeah.
Eagles were awesome. But the thing I like about it more than anything, is the sound.
It
The
sounds.
sound is really, really good. Not too loud, it's crystal clear.
We're good.
I'm ready.
I mean, I think this, get old after a while. I mean, I don't know how many things they can do with it. Just like a big iMac.
But they're, y'all ready? It's nice, but they're proud of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Christian, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Christian.
It is a little past 6, so we are going to call to order the March 3rd, 2026 Centerton Planning Commission. And let's get started with the roll call, please.
Blackbarth. Joey Engel.
Here.
Tony Davis.
Here.
Craig Langford.
Here.
Ben Lewis. Devin Murphy.
Here.
Curtis Ramsey.
Here.
John Sessoms.
Here.
Brandon Swoboda.
Here.
Oh, thank you.
All right. First item up tonight is the approval of the minutes from 2/17/26.
John, I motion to approve the minutes from 2/17/26.
Second, yeah.
Motion and a second.
Sorry.
All right, you were on to number 4, which is the ratification of the administrative approvals. Looks like we got a home occupation of a mobile mechanic and online referral and marketing service, Natural State Connections. Any questions on that or anything staff needs to point out? Nope. All right, entertain a motion for that one.
This is Tony. I make a motion to approve the ratification of administrative approval.
John, a second.
Motion and second. Moving on to number 5, a quick change of plans here. So item B needed to get moved to new business. And 5A, which is the mobile food truck that we discussed last meeting at the car wash, that was tabled then, and then it got withdrawn tonight. Sounds like the owners are looking at potentially moving to the other lot,
Yes, they submit for the car lot instead of the car wash.
and that needed a holding application.
Correct, it's
Different
the
property.
property.
Got it. All right, so. Item 6, new business. A, it's gonna be Development 2508, the Coffee House on Main Street, and it is a waiver request from Title 150705, Access Management and Connectivity Standards. Do we have no applicant here? Or applicant online, maybe?
Tara sent them the information for them to attend the meeting, so they're not online, no.
Well, that, or what?
Do we need to table it?
That's up to you guys. I mean, I have the information that they've requested,
Okay.
so
Let's knock it. I'm okay with knocking it. Yeah.
it's fine. Let's do the reports.
I mean, that keeps us from getting into the schedule of uses so quickly.
It's like torture for you apparently. This is for the coffee house. It's a waiver request. The coffee house is there at 567 North Main Street. It's north of to the north, there's city property, which is slated to someday be Veterans Park. To the south and west is undeveloped property, and to the east across North Main Street is Sienna at Cooper's Farms. Get an idea of where it is. And the proposed project includes a remodel of the existing 2,932 square foot home on site with the addition of a covered patio that is 840 square feet. And the existing home will be converted into a coffee shop with indoor and outdoor seating. The applicant has also submitted a concurrent large-scale development application, which is pending approval contingent upon the decision of this waiver request. So that's why you haven't seen the large-scale development yet, because they're still hammering things out and they.
I was completely, I didn't read it well enough. I thought this was for the other white coffee house that we had talked about previously.
Being raised up.
Number 2, this one is up by the,
Yeah, this one's got parking, so that's worth.
this one does have parking, yes. Yes. It is the central business district, which represents the area of intensive commercial uses, including retail stores, banks, and the like. It's the retail core of the city. setback requirements are shown as your packet, but they can be changed with and updated with large scale development, because this house is already located. It's not 50 feet from the right of way, the house that already exists. So that is something you'll see when you see the large scale development. Main Street is a minor arterial boulevard on the approved MSP. Minor arterials for major traffic, major roadways. Typical street section for a minor arterial includes 10-foot trail on both sides. However, our master sales plan calls for McKissick Springs Loop, which is a 12-foot trail along North Main Street. The property for access is access from Main Street via a shared access drive with the property to the south, which is currently undeveloped. There was a home there. They just tore the home down not too long ago. It is zoned commercial also, so I know that people do want to develop it at some point in time, but not right now. So the applicant proposes to construct an asphalt drive on their portion of the access easement, while a section of the easement on the southern property will remain gravel until the property to the south develops. But they have been able to get an access easement worked out with the people to the south. For connectivity, this is what they're requesting a waiver from per Title 150705. Connectivity to the property lines of adjoining parcels, which are currently undeveloped, is required in order to provide future connectivity of the city street system. The layout and spacing of stub-out streets, regardless of subdivision type, shall generally conform with the required block lengths as established by these regulations. There are some site constraints. The coffee house, this is per the applicant. The coffee house development is located, like we know, at 567 North Main Street and faces unique circumstances that make compliance with the connectivity requirement challenging. The adjacent property to the north is a city park, or now just city-owned property, for which a driveway connectivity is not necessary or desirable. That would leave an access stub as a permanent dead end. Their justification states that they believe that granting a waiver will not adversely affect the future connectivity of the city street system, nor will it compromise the goals of the access management principles. Access is proposed to the property both to the west and to the south. So they will be connecting everywhere except to the north to the city property. Staff findings. Well, staff acknowledges that the property to the north is designated on the map as Veterans Park. No development plans have been submitted at this time. Ultimately, it will remain community property and will require access from North Main Street. To avoid excessive number of driveways along North Main, staff believes that providing connectivity to the coffee house property will reduce turning movements onto North Main Street and improve overall traffic flow through our downtown.
So staff's opinion is that there should be a stub to the north, potentially through the park, for the other property north of the park.
Or to, it doesn't necessarily mean that that will get developed as a park.
Right.
So whatever the city ends up developing that property to, it should have cross access with the other two commercial properties to the south of it.
What is the brown box there in the north?
That is their future
Covered.
patio.
Covered.
And that is something that when you see the large scale development, you'll see that, because right now they're just asking for a waiver having to connect the north property.
It's like they have room to go straight north. But it would be, the way they're setting it up is one way.
Correct.
That would need to change as well, right?
The parking area.
Well, no, I'm saying right now, if you come down their drive.
Yeah.
And you turn north into their parking lot area. To me, that's the most logical spot to put your cross access, and really, since they're first, I guess they get to kind of dictate all that. So that would need to be 24 feet, right? Or
For two-way, yes, for the drive.
For two-way traffic.
but it looks like they might lose 2 parking stalls if they do that.
Yeah, and they're pressed for required parking as is.
How far? Let's see here. So they need, yeah. They need, oh, they need 20 and they show 21.
Yeah,
So that would put them under.
correct.
They could do some head in off to the west, off of that drive by the dumpster. I think it's doable. Okay, sorry. Lorraine was gonna say something though.
Well, the property to the back's gonna need access and they've got that, the city lost that little strip through there, which that was going to be access. But, so if we put an access, a drive along the west property line, even along the city, or, and whether they share half along with that adjacent property, and that at least gets that access back for those 3 lots.
But this one, they are providing access to those lots behind.
Right, but it doesn't help, the city's gonna have a problem in the end.
Right. Right.
So really, they
The
could,
city's lost their access on that north. side.
potentially they should share, they could share that western property line all the way north, right? Is Sadie Lane public? Doesn't look like it.
It's private.
Yeah.
3 shares.
Right. The property line goes all the way across it. So if we go north, we'd be providing a public cross access to a private drive, right?
Pardon?
Can we propose public cross access to a private drive?
No, I mean, they'd have to get an easement.
Yeah. That's a potential issue. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
No, the Tibetan city abandoned everything through there. So they just created lots with no good access.
Sadie Lane is now private as part of the Pomeroy development.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that the connection would ever actually make it to Sadie because
Yeah.
they were looking at putting more buildings here.
Could connect, I guess you could go opposite the drive across from Veterans Park, you could do another drive there potentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won't meet our spacing
Right.
requirements.
No.
Well, then we've got the other drive that's north of our property. That was
Right,
that was a previous tree. That was right of way through there.
right,
This is private now, right?
right. Which is down by the
Yeah,
people that own the lot.
guess
But
it's
either way, there's another opportunity to get a drive onto Main Street. To loop that access if it were to go north. You agree with that?
another way to get it to Main Street where,
You follow the western property line. It doesn't have to go to Sadie. It can come back
No,
out to
it
Main
goes
Street.
to that previous right of way there.
That makes sense.
That's a drive right there right now.
Yeah,
You can stop south of Shady and go. back.
yeah, go back to the east.
You could.
Okay.
And when you are for y'all's consideration for the waiver that is requested, that access to the north. Waiver shall not be granted based strictly on financial hardship. A waiver is determined applicable when there's extraordinary circumstances that exist with the granting of the waiver. And when the granting of the waiver maintains the intent of the adopted regulation. In considering the petition for a waiver, the planning commission shall consider the nature of the proposed use of the land involved, existing uses of the land in the area, proximity to public utilities, the number of persons who reside or work in the proposed subdivision or development, and the probable effects of such waiver upon travel conditions and upon the public health, safety, and general welfare in the vicinity. No waiver shall be granted unless the planning commission finds all four of the following true, which are there in your packet. That there are special circumstances involved, that such strict application of these provisions of these regulations would be unreasonably affect applicant. The waiver is not in conflict with the adopted City of Centerton Comprehensive Plan. That the granting of the waiver will not be detrimental to the public health, safety, welfare, or injurious to other properties in the area. And that granting of the waiver will not have the effect of preventing the orderly subdivision or development of other land in the area in accord with the provisions of these regulations.
Thank you for reading all that for me.
Thank you.
Is there anything else from a staff's perspective that we need to go over?
It's a tough area through there. I know we had to get them to work with the neighbor to the south because they both can't have an access just because of how close those driveways are.
Yeah.
But yes, connectivity is definitely an issue,
Is there,
having to be on and off Main Street.
is there site plan showing that proposed drive for this development, is that split and centered over the property line?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Does the city? The south property that the city has, does it have an access? Anywhere?
The south property will have the shared access with this one.
The one further south where the water.
Centerton Utilities?
Yes.
Utilities.
No, and they won't tie into those other properties. Because. You know. Had to, or?
Yeah, why not?
They said no.
That just almost feels like there's not a need at this point for access easement.
Yeah, they
Well,
I'm thinking 10 years
Not
down.
I
the road.
think when they're all developed,
Yeah.
there's a
We need
strong need.
connectivity
Yeah,
All the way.
all the way down,
Let's just think long-term
for
here.
sure.
We gotta have connectivity.
Are we're gonna move that utilities?
Well.
No, but you've,
Yeah.
you've accounted for the handful of lots here. And you're setting it up so each one doesn't have its own drive out on the main street, which, you know, just look at 102, you know how that works.
Oh, I know.
yeah.
I'll also remind you that Centerton Utilities went in before our new Title 15 code that required this cross access,
It was requested. And
but not required at that
we're
time.
told, no. They didn't want people just driving through their property.
Who does?
Pay your bill. Alright. So. Diane, you went over all three of these bullet points in one, correct? The site constraints, the application justification, staff findings.
Right. I think I need to go back over if you have any questions.
Just make sure it's out there. So, guys, in my mind, we need to run through these four provisions down here. What sort of discussion do you guys want to have before that?
No, I don't see a hardship other than the design.
I agree.
Yeah. That's what, part of the things that we.
One of the questions we'd
part
ask.
of one of our conditions that we can approve waivers on if there's a hardship. I don't see a hardship.
I don't see one either, and
That's the property.
I see the opportunity to make up those lost spaces back there by the dumpster too. So I don't even think they're gonna be short on parking, but in my mind, I would rather have the cross access and one less parking stall than required than not have it.
Great.
They do also have to meet our screening requirements that requires a 10-foot buffer for screening, so that takes off space from them also.
They're 25 feet away so far.
Okay, okay. Just make it a point.
And obviously, if you put a drive there, the 10-foot screening is off of the drive, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just to throw all the information out there.
Yeah, no, appreciate it.
Could do it, the access and then the screening on the inside.
So, I mean, I think we hit item A and nobody agrees with that. And so we had to find all four of those items to be satisfactory. So it sounds like we did. So. Sounds like we're all on the same page and we can make a motion.
This is John, I motion to approve development 2508.
Oh,
You have to make a motion and then.
It's not development, it's a waiver.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was waiver request title 1507, access management connectivity requirements.
Second.
Can we do a roll call on that, please?
Joey has to go last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ben Lewis. Did you say no? Please state why.
No hard to.
Brandon Devoto.
I couldn't hear his
No
answer.
hardship.
No, same reason, no hardship.
Tony Davis.
No, same reason, no hardship. Sean.
Curtis Ramsey.
No, same reason. That's what I'm going on.
Langford.
No, same.
Devin Murphy.
Nope, same.
John Sessoms.
No, for item A and C, public health, public safety, access. As well as no hardship.
Joey Engel.
Same as that. It's John's A and C for future. Yes, and I'm a no.
Yes or no or no, Jerry?
I would like to vote no for those reasons.
Right, left, yeah, no.
Okay,
Okay.
so the waiver request is not approved.
We'll let them know so they can redesign to improve access.
Which is why it's lovely to have these standards. All right, now. Everyone's favorite topic. Item 7, other business, schedule of uses, commercial and industrial zonings, but first. We need to go back through these red.
Not very many.
So what staff did was after last time, we asked so many times, but what about industrial? And we were like, that's on a different page, we'll worry about it later. We asked that so many times last time that we just put them all on the same page. And then we combined all the comments, so we're gonna go back through 1 through 51. Just where there were comments on the I2 or the I1, so you guys can confirm or deny those suggestions. So the first one was on number 7, animal kennel boarding training. We recommend that we change I2, which is heavy industrial, to permitted. Okay.
And just a question, it's still permitted in I1 as it says to the left there? Okay.
Yes.
Doing I2, right?
Additional and.
Yeah. But permitted across all industrial. zones. Okay.
Same thing for number 9, animal clinic slash vet, small animals. We recommended changing I1, which is our light industrial, to permitted instead of conditional.
Agree.
Okay. For the number 12, community gardens, we are recommending that we remove that from all industrial zones. Staff reasoning being that community gardens are not the best use of the limited industry we have.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And then for number 23, stables, commercial riding and boarding, we recommended changing to permitted in both industrial zonings.
And we think that's the better use of
If we've got, if
industrial
we've
zones?
got animal clinics and veteran, I mean, if we got animal clinics and vets, 8 and 9 is permitted. Well, conditional for I1, but permitted in I2, then we'll assume it's stable.
The only thing I see with the stable is it's gonna have a lot more land area because of the horses or whatever else is in the stable. I mean, can we just make them,
Additional.
yeah, can we just, what's the problem with going conditional?
We can, do you think there would be specific conditions you would wanna put on it?
Acreage. If you look at riding,
Rich in
it's
number.
the riding part,
Numbers of huge animals per acre, I mean,
it's the riding
you
part.
have like a herd of
Yeah.
horses, you know.
Do you wanna make it industrial or conditional in both industrial zonings?
I mean, do we want it in industrial zonings? Personally, I don't.
I don't like it
I
there,
don't-
but I
Yeah.
think it kind of goes with the
Why
other
why do
one.
you say yeah?
No, I mean, yeah, this is a great question. Do we want them there? Yeah, yeah.
Last time we talked about this, we weren't talking about the stables so much as like a veterinarian clinic.
Right.
Industrial.
Well, and then we were talking about your slaughterhouse too. You remember that?
That was a whole fun conversation.
So,
So this one to me,
Shop, not a slaughterhouse.
this one to me, I don't feel like we should have it in industrial zoning.
The only places it would be is agriculture.
yep,
Yeah. I'm good with that. Cause it needs that kind of land. Do y'all agree?
Makes sense.
Boarding, yeah. Question boarding.
Same one
in
in
the
the industrial part?
No, but I think one in the commercial.
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna keep going to number 40, arena, auditorium / convention center. We were suggesting change to permitted in I1. Our light industrial.
What's the rationale, I guess? Why light industrial?
I think we were thinking more the arena than the auditorium convention center side, and Lorraine brought up a good statement earlier today. We don't currently in our zoning have like a business park zone. It's, either commercial, industrial, or residential agriculture.
So you're thinking light industrial could be a mix of like,
The only thing I was kind of thinking about is like Fort Smith, where they have the big arena, and
The rodeo.
I think it's an industrial.
and so it could kind of fit in that area, but
It should allow a rodeo, but not a stable.
no.
But a zoo's okay, but a zoo's okay, you can put a zoo there.
So, I mean, I, like she said, I think that the industrial zonings really need cleaned up and clarified on that.
yeah, I mean,
The I1, it limits it to 5 acres, so
Right.
how are you gonna?
It's not very-
Riding stable, yeah,
I thought
that's
it
gonna be
meant
really.
minimum 5, not max 5, right?
No, they're
No, it's
weird.
not.
It's like max.
5 acres, you could do a horse training area.
Which doesn't make sense. For
You
I1.
can have like.
is there a problem leaving it conditional?
No.
I think it was just making it easier for someone that needed to do it in an industrial area. I'm kind of, it's more like in the big cities where you have where that industrial and you kind of have those big arenas, auditoriums that are fringing, kind of like that in between your downtown area and then your arenas, and then you go into your industrial.
And I don't think we wanna deter that, but I think it's really gonna depend on like what's there. So how about this? What if we take it off of I2 and leave it conditional in I1?
Okay.
I'd be okay with that. Makes sense. So moved.
Are we on the new ones now? Nope.
Nope, number 55 golf course.
Yeah.
We said remove across all industrial zones.
Yep.
Doesn't belong there.
You wanna do the same with the driving range? Or no?
Actually, we considered making them one and the same.
Hmm.
Driving range / golf course.
No, our last recommendation was that 56 and 57 fall under uses 61 and 62, which were your indoor and outdoor recreational.
I know we mentioned something
Fair
about
enough.
that today, I'm sorry.
It could be indoor. I'm coughing.
I think we're to our new ones now. We made
81?
51, huh? Oh, I skipped, sorry, you guys.
Maybe equipment.
So we stopped at 50. So I skipped.
Yeah,
we need to start at one.
Oh, we gotta go back.
Yeah, we gotta go back, sorry. I'm just excited to see the red. Okay, 51 campgrounds. We said remove it from the list. It falls under recreation facility outdoor.
Yeah.
53 dance, gymnastics and karate studio. We're recommending that we change the name to recreational classes and leave the zoning the way it is.
Yep, that's fine.
That's fair. Yep.
Fair or rodeo ground, we said remove from commercial altogether, move to the ag right form.
Yep.
Not an arena.
No stables.
Or no state one.
Okay, 55, we just went through. 56 and 57, we recommend removing as they fall under recreation facility, indoor and outdoor, which are uses 61 and 62. For the gun range indoor, we
Permitted everywhere.
it's already permitted in I1 and I2, so I don't know.
Commercial and C2,
And we're not national.
conditional.
Where's it at in, can you do an ag? Wait, is that indoor?
Indoor.
We're talking indoor. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that.
My comments don't make sense here.
Outdoor.
Yeah, now we got outdoor.
Huh? No, but he was talking about conditional everywhere. I said, no, conditional in C2. That's what I had a brain for. The indoor driving range.
Okay. Do we want any changes
Or
to the,
indoor gun range.
the gun ranges for indoor and outdoor? Do we want to change them?
No, I think outdoor is conditional, that's fine.
Those, oh, we had the cheat sheet last time. I always get our commercials mixed up.
C1 is our downtown commercial, C2 and highway commercial, C3 neighborhood.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, probably don't want it downtown neighborhood. Although that does provide what's the definition of the neighborhood? Like a,
Convenient shopping. The indoor gun range is doing it.
yeah,
Much
public.
These do have gun sounds.
It's public safety.
Okay, moving on, 63, we just recommend changing the name to RV park. Cause every time,
Hold on, I'm sorry, 59, because we got them split up. Is it okay in ag or no?
I would rather alone. Add, it is, it's allowed, I believe it's allowed in ag,
Okay, cool.
Probably conditional.
I mean,
I can find out for you.
You're fine.
just like an RV park. There's a lot of several of these.
Yep.
Rodeo ground stables.
Yeah, we
If
did-
any of these will be in agriculture. Talking about, yeah.
they're conditional in A1 right now, both of them.
It's outdoors fair because you want to make sure that they're not.
There's ag land right next to the high school right now.
Right.
It
Exactly.
is ag, actually.
Yeah,
Oh.
technically, yes.
So,
Put it
next to it,
on the high school.
pass.
Permitted.
Okay. Did that answer your question on those two?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. 63, we just want to change it to RV park and remove from C1, which is downtown.
Yeah, yeah. RV park downtown.
Do we want RV parks downtown is the question.
No.
Not C1,
Or-
heavy commercial.
Okay, moving on. 66 ATM machines, our recommendation is to remove it from the list.
What?
Where are you?
66.
56 under services.
Oh, okay, are we,
You can have that in C, in Neighborhood commercial, you can have a drive.
Yeah, I was only.
I guess this would be just a straight ATM,
Yeah,
right?
just
Yeah,
a
just
standalone.
Standing ATM.
We
Why
want
wouldn't that
to
be
take
a
it off
commercial?
Completely?
Do you think someone is like? I don't think it needs to be its own permitted use.
Okay.
What about the ones that are just the freestanding?
Would they not be part of something else, a business or
That-
a lot?
Freestanding.
They're like-
There's one in downtown,
Used to be
at
one
the
that's
square.
by
Arvis
Dairy.
has one at the square. It's just a drive-through ATM.
Random one.
Dairy Queen and Bella, this used to have one.
Very good.
No.
Dairy
It's
Queen. It's just, you know.
standalone.
I was thinking of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of one downtown.
Now, that went out and it's never been replaced and I've never seen one ever come through Bentonville.
There's a random one at the corner of Poplar and Walnut.
Right across from the preacher's
Just
church.
saying an ATM standalone that somebody wanted to come put in
Oh.
Bentonville. They're all like legacy.
Oh, Arvis, yeah.
I think you need it, just in case.
Okay,
Your son.
67, we said change to auction house indoor and then change to conditional in C1.
Okay.
C1 is our downtown.
Yeah. For sure.
And then the next one, we wanted to change to auction, auto or large equipment outdoor. Sorry. Our differentiation. And then it doesn't look like we had any zoning changes.
No.
Need some head nods, okay.
I know, I'm like,
Moving on. We suggest combining use 69, which is auto detail, glass, muffler, brakes, tires, and upholstery, with 71, which is auto repair garage, mechanical and auto body, to just be auto detail repair. And I think all their uses.
yeah.
So we didn't make any zoning changes, just combining uses. And then 73 barber, beauty shop, nail salon. We said remove from the list. It falls under uses 125 and 126, which is.
Retail
probably
stores.
retail. Or services. Yeah, it's really a service, not a retail.
I thought it was service.
Do we want to, instead of putting it under retail, make a general services or something?
Is that gonna be too general?
You could get, yeah.
Others though, like we have just retail separated by square footage. Why wouldn't we also have it for services?
Boy, you.
Well, 'cause it could be all
you
kinds of
could have
weird
all
services.
kinds of services. Which,
Yeah, I think you,
Just like. You want to keep,
yeah.
I mean, it's already under services, so, yeah.
so we'll keep on list. 74, we said remove this one from the list. It's barber, beauty shop, and nail salon residential with one chair, and that's just a hall at that point. So it doesn't need to be spelled out. But to remove it. Car wash, we recommended removing from C1 downtown commercial.
Yep.
Does that make Splash non-conforming? Are they C1 or C2?
They have a conditional use right now.
Yeah, there's C1.
So if you remove them from the list, would they be non-conforming?
They'd be grandfathered in as an
Right.
existing use.
But if they were destroyed, then they, you know, they couldn't.
We could come back.
Even with the conditional use.
If they were over a certain.
It's percentage.
Or they could rezone to C2 mayhaps
Yeah.
and be allowed.
Oh, this is one we went round and round about on the other day.
Oh,
Came up with an answer.
67, or sorry, 76. Catering, we had put removed from list falls under 125 and 126, which are retail. We have gone back and forth.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Yeah.
Fun list. And that's permitted in all of our commercial zones. Are we good with that?
You'd be fine putting it under conditional too, or I mean, under industrial.
Remain as conditional because we did have somebody that was interested in doing
A commercial
a
kitchen.
commercial like prep kind of kitchen for food trucks. And they wanted to locate in Eagle Heights warehouses, but Rob said that they can't do a commercial kitchen in there because of, they have septic.
Yeah.
But
So-
there are other places that they could.
Right.
Within the I one.
I mean, just for an example.
Just I want.
Why it came up the other day.
Permitted or conditional?
Conditional.
Conditional.
There's a lot of go with the kitchen with making the hoods and everything, but
That brings up the question, does this name need to change to catering / commercial? It's food prep or something? Or is that just understood? But that's.
I think that's
catering's fine, 'cause it just means not consumed on
close
premises.
enough, yeah.
Making sure. 77, which is cleaning / janitorial service, we recommend removing from the list.
Do we need that?
That would be more of like an office retail, right?
Yeah, I think
We're warehouse?
we're at
Oh, wait.
77.
77, the cleaning tutorial services.
This could be a workforce too.
Most of them basically are home occupations.
Yeah, anymore, that's true.
The only ones like NWA Restore It, that's a service. That deals with cleaning and restoration services, so maybe.
See, it'd be more like an office or a warehouse where they're gonna store equipment or just do, you know, like scheduling paperwork kind of stuff.
They're not doing the cleaning on site, so it'd be more like a.
Like space. kind of.
Could be retail too, right?
Yeah.
Do we need it?
I don't know, that's why we said remove from the list. It's like, do we need it? Do we not?
Well, where would you put NWA Restore It? I mean, if they were looking to come in, because they've got offices. Plus, they've got several large buildings and they have all the service trucks. So where would you want them to fall in?
Probably industrial. Or like a,
Contractor?
Would we want them downtown?
no, no. I don't think so.
What if we changed it to? I mean, even a title. Like,
Restoration
yeah,
services?
yeah.
To me, that's different than just the janitorial.
Janitorial is.
Cleaning, janitorial, restoration services?
You need the janitorial?
I don't know if we need that word. Usually
Oh, yeah.
they're like kind of done out of the home.
Just restoration services?
Cleaning / restoration service?
Lump it with 80 for contractors.
I mean, they've got tools and equipment and they're storing it at their office, doing their paperwork and then going somewhere to do a job, just like those guys.
So I'd say. Lump them with contractors.
They're stored, fall under 80.
Contractors, yeah.
Well, they don't just cleaning.
Cool. So remove it.
Remove it.
Go to 80.
Okay.
Second.
Can't change 80 to build.
Next for childcare, childcare commercial. There's a change for changing it to childcare licensed center. I was not a suggestion, so I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I think that was one that you had, Christian, because they actually have to be like licensed to have over. Will you read them for the children again?
Assume that
Care,
you're talking about just removing the commercial part of that childcare license.
Yeah, it'd just be childcare licensed center.
It's just a renaming of.
Right.
Yeah.
commercial to licensed center, and then the one under it is residential, we would change it to registered family home.
Yeah. Well, how does that differ from the other one we took off the list because it's like a home occupation.
'Cause this one's beyond just a home occupation, they have to do a
Additional use.
conditional use.
Okay.
If they have 8 children, they don't have to do a conditional use. They just have to be licensed with the state. But what,
We've been doing those as conditional
No.
uses.
the only reason they,
We did
Just
one.
not.
if they're 8 children?
No, this is
Up
up to 8.
Fallen.
Oh,
Up to 8.
maybe it should be up to 7.
We did that had a conditional use, wasn't daycare, it ended up being like up to.
Done another daycare one that
If they have more than,
a conditional use.
I think the intent is to have one of more like a commercial kind of daycare and one that's more residential.
Right.
So if that's 7 or 8, we'll let y'all figure that out.
Okay.
I think we're good.
All state.
We're okay with the name change.
Yeah.
Not.
Molly. Molly and childcare.
Nearing the center.
Okay. With the changes we did to 77, our recommendation for this was change to building contractors. I don't know if that works if we're saying 77 falls under that.
Not that change.
Why?
Change it to building contractors, we just lumped
Yeah,
rail
I would
services.
just leave it, I would leave it at contractors.
yeah, I agree.
General contractor.
Yeah.
81 contractors, heavy equipment. We said change to permitted in I1 and then update name to heavy equipment storage.
What if they have like an office or something with it?
heavy equipment and storage? Well, what did we talk about? I thought we were talking about sales and storage.
Those are a different part.
That was a different one.
Says heavy equipment contractor, so are they? I'm not thinking
This is-
sales and storage.
They're then on this one.
I'm thinking like a yard where they would keep some
Right.
equipment.
That's what I'm.
I'm thinking of the, like Apex and
Yeah,
Airdex and companies like that.
I don't really have a problem with how it is.
Okay, leave it the way it is
I think so.
with the zoning too, or make it permitted.
It's conditional in I1 currently, so we recommended doing permitted in I1.
I would say you can permit them in I-1.
I think I agree.
But leave the name as
Because
is.
they're gonna want gravel lots.
Yep.
Okay. 82 crematory, we said remove from C1, which is our downtown.
That's fair.
Again, I don't know if I agree with that one, the laundromat. Said to remove because it falls under the retail.
Minutes.
Yeah. Right.
I don't wanna make that change. Real easy to get twisted and turned around going through all of these at once. Okay, health spa, we said change C1.
84? Oh, sorry.
Okay, changes.
Are we doing that downtown?
Funeral home?
Yeah.
Permitted downtown, yeah.
I was just asking.
Crematory.
Aren't they normally in the downtowns?
Aren't they normally together with the crematory?
No, we asked, them.
We
we
went
through this
through.
funeral homes, most of the time they offer the crematory service, but they take the bodies to a different
Yes.
location to get cremated.
I guess
Some of them do both, but most are just a standalone funeral home and they ship them somewhere else too.
still a question, is funeral home appropriate in downtown?
I would say not.
Yeah.
I feel like in our old downtown, it wouldn't be.
Well.
Yeah, cause a lot of times if they're downtown, they're in an old home that was been renovated into.
There's one on.
On Central there, yeah.
Central,
There's some on Central and Walton.
one in downtown Rogers.
Mhm.
There used to be two, but they tore them down.
I'm afraid to
There's a
ask.
parking lot with a dentist.
I'm gonna ask because I need to know.
Goodness.
Crematory, why not C3?
Because there is an
Neighborhood?
odor.
Okay,
But they.
that's what I was
do-
wondering.
They do treat that, from what I understand, so that it does not.
I've seen some in there, they just like down in Fayetteville, they just seem kind of speckled in, but there's houses and stuff around, but
But you know, it's a crematory.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
I don't. I was wondering if there's a smell, so yeah, you guys research that.
Explain that it's like the,
I was afraid to ask, okay?
We've already been down that road today, so don't be frightened.
Yeah.
Said, I get it.
We've done all kinds of crazy rabbit holes.
Okay, you were okay with 84?
I mean, I prefer it not to be downtown, but that's just.
You
me.
know, home?
That's how I feel then, but I feel like I was,
I mean, I don't know.
We can make it
already have that
Conditional.
now
yeah,
in other areas.
yeah,
It does
I think
seem fine.
conditional is fair, yeah.
The bad part downtown.
Okay, 85 health spa, with that change C1 and C3 to permitted.
Okay. Oh, what do we got next? Oh my gosh, what'd y'all do to 86?
Yeah, that's one of those
Okay, so 86, which was our bed and breakfast or homestay, we said to split into 4 uses. Short-term rental, which is less than 30 days, not allowed across all commercial. Bed and breakfast home owner occupied, permitted in C1 and C3, not allowed in C2. An inn, which is not owner occupied with less than 16 guests, permitted in C1 and conditional in C2. And then a hotel motel, not owner occupied, more than 16 guests, permitted in C2 and conditional in C1.
Do we need the not owner occupied option on that?
So I have a question about this one. If, if our downtown gets developed and we have maybe commercial, like, you know, two-story type buildings down there, and we've got commercial on the bottom, maybe apartment type things on the top and downtown, and someone wants to use it as a short-term rental, they currently can't. Could we not make C1 conditional or short-term rental?
We could.
They're leasing the apartment?
I don't know how short-term.
Well,
I mean, if you have a business that has mixed use, commercial on the bottom, but apartment on the top, which we do have in our downtown,
I like it.
they could lease that for short term.
That could potentially help.
I think we need to have that.
Some of that too.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because I know, I think we're gonna have those things.
So highways kind of the, I mean, I just don't, I'm trying to think highway.
Branson. That's what you think.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking C2.
primarily like on.
I mean, a similar scenario, if there's development along highway, where we've got commercial use on bottom, kind of residential use on top, and they want to use it as a short term.
But even that even goes as far as neighborhood too, in my mind. You have some mixed use.
Yeah. I do feel like, I mean,
Conditional.
that doesn't make sense in industrial, but I
Yeah.
think
All three.
conditional across the commercial would be.
I can get behind that.
What do y'all think? But I'm throwing that out as a conversation.
I think it could promote some of that development instead of just no
No,
everywhere.
short-term rentals allowed.
be mixed use, it'd just be like a residential development that they want to do short-term rentals with. Could they do that if it's conditional?
That's what they did. I have one left.
Christian asked if someone,
Put mixed use with it.
isn't that what the conditional use is for, is
Like to
It would
require it to be mixed use?
I don't really want to make people come in as a conditional use for
for mixed use?
mixed use. So I think that the intent here is that if it's a part of mixed use, that it's conditional in all. Well, I guess that'd be a conditional use in all three. Or are you saying permitted?
I'm saying conditional,
Conditional.
saying conditional.
Because you'd still need to look at the parking requirements,
I would, yeah.
accessibility.
But I think that solves the problem of somebody just trying to build a house increment.
Right.
That's your concern, right? Yeah, that's a good concern.
Let's all speak louder next time.
Okay, bring more chocolate too.
I just.
Ayla brought the chocolates.
Okay,
I'm just trying to read the difference between the bread and breakfast and the inn. The inn
Yeah.
is not owner owned.
What is, why is that a bearing on the use?
I don't know, Tara went down a rabbit hole on that one and stuck them in there. And because it would be like a small hotel. Forget where we found one like it. You know, a small hotel, but people don't live there. They just, it's hotel.
But what is, why would the use change depending on if the owner lives there or not?
I don't think it really would need to.
Are we splitting hairs here?
I think so. Yeah, I think we're making that a little harder than it needed to be.
or do we just need to
Make
take
it-
out the not owner occupied part of that?
I think you put bed and breakfast / inn.
Okay.
Yeah, bed and breakfast isn't in.
And then do you put this, do you have a size restriction on it?
And they're conditional.
No, this is saying permitted in C1 and C3, and then permitted the inn
Well, I think,
was not.
I think there's 16 guests is your differentiator there. You can have a bed, breakfast in less than 16 guests. If
Right,
it's more than 16 guests, then that's a hotel.
right.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Do you, less than 16? That's
Yeah, I think so.
you're-
I think so, but I mean, yeah. Is that appropriate? Where'd we come up with 16? 8 bedroom?
16 or 16 or
16 guests. I think that's.
It's guests, 16 guests.
You got a 16.
I would say that's max.
or rooms.
Just occupancy, whatever that,
all depends.
whatever the
Right.
law says, how many people you can have in that house.
One family comes and.
Airbnbs, you will do like how many beds? How many guests that they kind of.
Notes say 16 guests.
It depends on what the septic was designed for.
So-
Beds.
Is there a fire?
I mean, not the
Oh,
Airbnb.
how many heads can I have in a room?
What I do
So
with phone.
you're asking a question that I never answer offhand, because it depends. The code does distinguish between in the residential occupancy, how many units and how many people. So, and I have to look it up every time because like Kayla did earlier, she said 67 instead of 76.
You're dyslexic too?
So I don't quote numbers unless I have the code in front of me, but yes, it does distinguish the occupancy by the tenants. If that helps.
The number of tenants, I think number of tenants, I think 16 is fine. You get a little bit more than 16 people there, you're running a hotel. You're not running a bed and breakfast. My opinion.
Great. Now,
I think
where's
so.
it permitted?
Yeah, I was gonna say that they were suggesting
bid.
separately, so.
Bed and breakfast was suggested to be permitted in C1 and C3. Not allowed in C2.
I'd say permitted C1, C3, conditional C2, combined bed and breakfast and inn, leave the 16 guests. All in there.
So, C1,
And 3,
One and three.
Additional and two,
conditional and 2.
combined bed, breakfast and inn.
why are we making it conditional in C2 highway commercial, but permitting it in?
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted to swap that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
And hotel, we were good. Permitting, why?
We don't need non-owner occupied.
Yeah. Do we want our hotels to be conditional in C1?
Yeah.
We want to allow it in C1, which is our downtown.
Yeah.
What we want
We
hotels
want-
in our-
Well, do you want it off of Kimmel Road?
That's where they wanna put it. There's one out by the airport by itself.
If it's
I
gone.
think. So. Right now, I'm just like thinking protection mode. Right now, do we have any downtown specific regulations?
No.
Conditional in C1.
Sounds good.
Gives us flexibility, to at least look at.
We don't need to go through 87 because we just went through that as part of page 6. We're skipping down to 92, which was office. We want to split it into 2 uses, office, general or professional, less than 5,000 square feet. Or office, general or professional, more than 5,000 square feet. For the smaller one, we would allow it in C3. Conditional in C1. And for the bigger one, nope, I got them backwards.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it don't make sense. Okay. Greater than 5,000 square feet, allowed in C3, additional in C1, less than 5,000 square feet, allowed in all commercial zonings.
Good,
What about C? It doesn't mention C2, but I'm assuming that's permitted.
All, it will, less than 5,000 feet is permitted.
I'm saying over.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why not.
Right?
Yeah, those no.
No, it's permitted.
So it's always already showing as.
Oh, I'm talking about, you're talking about more or less?
Oh, okay.
5,000. Okay, yeah.
Right, greater than 5,000, conditional C1, permitted C2, not allowed in C3.
Yes.
Correct. Less than is permitted in all zones.
Yes. Okay. Great, agreed. Photography studio, we said remove, it falls under
Retail.
retail.
I mean, do we need a specific?
The next 3 could fall under.
Are they retail though?
Well,
Photography service?
Well, it is still
You
under.
sell, you sell things, you sell frames and.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with Joey too. So is a print shop, printing framers, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so we want to remove.
Sell parts too.
List. We think that one also falls under
Mifflin.
retail.
Which one?
Under Mifflin.
94, print
I
shop.
think so.
Yeah. I mean, I think they sell things there too. Under Mifflin.
97, we had a question, for senior activity center or adult day services, why would that be any different than a recreation center in terms of zoning or use? Do we need this as a separate use?
How's it different than a recreation center?
Yeah,
I think there could be a more residential type setting aspect to it.
Maybe a senior center, yeah, an activity center could be a residential center as well.
What's recreation center have?
our current. This, the senior activity center is conditional across all residential. And the. Let me find it. The community and event center is not conditional any of the residential, so that's the difference, is the residential aspect of it. You think?
For a senior recreation center, you're not gonna have a gymnasium.
Well, I know that the uses are like, there might be some different things.
Why is it not allowed in residential? Because the one that a community. You would have a.
The senior activity center is conditional across all residential.
Okay.
So that's how it's different.
So if it's in conjunction with residential, we would consider that.
Okay. I got it. You guys wanna make any changes to the permitted zoning for it, or are we good with it being permitted in all the commercial?
I'm saying. Recreation center.
I think so. That's kind of a broad category, so I think it could fit.
Okay, how are we feeling? We're at retail now.
That's a long list.
Let's get to 100, so it's an even stopping point,
Okay.
right? Is that fair? Or do y'all like need us to hammer down and go through all these tonight?
Brian gets paid by the
What do
hour,
you-
man.
What do y'all need? How does the next meeting look? Yes.
Next meeting, we're not probably gonna be able to talk about this because we have a city council meeting scheduled right after.
Okay.
But the next meeting, I guess we could do it in chunks, so we're gonna do all of retail.
When do y'all need this? No?
I think we have some.
Yeah, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, let's go.
Minutes, okay.
Voting moratorium, I don't think there's any.
We can get through this.
Yeah, we can do it.
Okay. You wanna go for it?
Yeah.
Alright, 98, alcohol manufacturing microbrewery restaurant. Split into two uses, microbrewery, brew pub, accessory or primary restaurant use. Permitted in C1 and C2 and conditional in C3. And then the second use would be brewery, regional brewery, manufacturing use, possibly not allowed in any commercial uses.
We kind of looked at Bentonville, so they had theirs split up.
I like it.
But what is like Bentonville Brewing? They brew their own beer.
That would be-
Sell regionally.
Micro brewery, right?
Microbrewery with
Oh.
restaurant primary use.
I don't know how you how do you differentiate the two?
Okay, more research needed.
Look how,
But brewery manufacturing, that's like a Anheuser-Busch factory.
yeah,
They manufacture
A lot
that
of
stuff.
places you can consume there and
Yeah.
canning.
take away as well.
Is it,
Restaurants now, you can take it away.
I think that in, Ozark Brewery, because they don't really have they have a tasting room, I think there, but it would be considered a brewery, regional brewery.
is it that the primary use is like large scale manufacturing of?
Not a restaurant and sit down and,
But I would think that you could do that in a highway commercial. Like, I think if they have to have some sort of aspect of people coming in, right? If it's just straight all brewing, I don't know why that would constitute as commercial in my, maybe highway. I don't know. What do y'all think? Are you gonna stick it all in industrial?
for the brewery and a regional brewery, yes. But microbreweries, brew pub,
So if it's
Like
a,
Bentonville Brewing would be commercial.
Yeah, I think so.
yes.
so if it has a restaurant or like public coming in type aspect to it, it'd be more.
It's open to the public versus, manufacturing plants, not really.
Well, but a lot of the plants do have people that
Tours and.
tour and.
I think
That's
that's,
primary.
That's not the.
I don't know how to put it into words, but like if they have more than just a tour or
yeah, they actually had to have, red
seat tasting room.
Yeah.
According to the definition of a microbrew, Bentonville Brewing would still meet that definition because it brews less than 15,000 barrels.
There we go.
According to,
AI.
Google.
learn something new.
But yeah, but I think that would be a microbrewery because they're encouraging people to come in and,
The regional is what threw me because they do distribute regionally, right?
yeah.
Kind of like two separate things.
Yeah, what.
But that's not the only use, that's their kind of main use, but then they have, a restaurant and
Mhm.
dog park and everything in that one.
But those are food trucks, so I mean, how would you figure
We
out?
do have a restaurant in there
They
also.
do have an inside.
But it's leased out.
Correct, but it is still a restaurant.
From what I
Thing of it is, can it operate outside of its brewing capacity? Yes, you can still operate out there without brewing.
Right, you can just sell.
Just-
100 it is.
We agree.
It's just that regional.
See on vibes. Okay. The next one, 99, alcohol sales off premise consumption. We want to split this one into two uses.
I know that,
Alcohol.
I agree with it.
You don't agree? Okay, let me keep going.
Yeah.
Split into two uses, alcohol, off-premise consumption, beer and or wine, permitted in C1 and C2, conditional in C3. Alcohol, off-premise consumption, beer, wine and or spirits, permitted in C2 and conditional in C1.
I think that's way too convoluted.
Yeah,
We don't need, change not.
I said I didn't agree with it.
Yeah, and I like how it is.
Okay, great, moving on. It looks like for alcohol sales on-premise consumption, it's the same changes.
I agree.
It would be on-premise consumption.
Princess Spirits.
A
Yeah.
bar, a restaurant that serves alcohol, so on and so forth.
Yeah, okay.
So they have,
So why, if it's on premise, why is it not allowed in C1 automatically?
Differentiator is.
It's the spirits. I was like,
do we need to differentiate?
No.
I did,
Bar's a bar, yeah.
So we don't wanna split, but like Lorraine said, if it's on premise,
Conditional.
want that conditional in C1, or do we want to permit it in C1, which is our downtown?
I think you gotta do conditional because all they're doing is alcohol sales, right?
Not necessarily.
I'm looking at
no, this one would be,
like a restaurant that has.
That's a restaurant.
A
That's
restaurant.
not a alcohol sales on premise. You can't stack uses. You get one use, right?
Well, like with Walgreens, it's retail, but yet they have a pharmacy, so they had to do a conditional for their pharmacy.
Don't make people get conditional uses for like ancillary uses.
It's a liquor, dude.
Is that a thing?
yeah, they had to have three. They had on-premise liquor sales.
Multiple use.
So
They do sell at center.
that,
I mean,
I don't know that that's getting a little too far in the weeds.
there are certain uses that you don't want just to be allowed just because they have a store.
Okay.
I don't wanna get.
Like what?
No, go ahead.
Dispensary?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's one, they could, you know.
It's just a store though. There's no on-premise consumption there
Well, I mean.
legally.
Yeah.
I mean, have I seen it? Yeah. Have I seen it?
I don't know. I feel like an alcohol sales use is very specific to alcohol sales. It doesn't mean you serve beer with dinner or spirits with dinner.
So this would just
That's
be
your
a
liquor
bar,
license.
mostly drinking,
Yeah,
Club.
no, that would be recreation.
and that'd be swingers.
Or it could be
Then we need
28.
to change alcohol else to a bar
If we have a bar
or.
bar tavern somewhere else.
Or
Yeah,
tavern.
retail somewhere.
Yeah, cause that's a bar. This is just alcohol sales. This is like a
Liquor store.
liquor store.
You can drink at the liquor store.
Liquor store, I don't
No,
drink.
you cannot drink at a liquor
alcohol
store.
Not legally.
Say it's the
It's a
liquor.
liquor store. So what's
Good
the,
spirits.
do we even need this one?
That's what I'm asking. If
Say
it's a
it-
bar tavern, do we?
We had tavern before. I don't think we need on-premise consumption.
Okay.
What about liquor stores that do tastings and stuff?
It's
Doesn't.
just a liquor store.
Liquor store.
That's okay.
That's not a.
This goes back to, can you own a dog in a commercial use? We're going way too deep.
Also
We
like.
do not have one that's a bar. Never.
What happened to?
We have a restaurant diner. We don't have.
We used to have one, but I don't.
What happened to tavern?
Hear their eggs going.
It's always been stated in there, but it's not been.
Because a tavern used to be. Allowed.
That's what I just said.
So.
Also on the 128.
The club,
Safer.
the club, not a meeting.
Says it in the
Bar.
description,
Oh, but we
but
don't
there's
have-
not a use.
Alright, so you just wanna change this to bar.
Change it
tavern?
to bar or tavern.
We've lost
So is that permitted, C1?
I think it should be.
That's it.
I think it should be.
I do too.
And in C3?
Hmm.
Okay, I was just asking.
I like your spirit, but
And not split them.
That's called moonshining.
Splitting.
I was just double
Wait,
checking.
so what we leave that at NC3?
Conditional.
Condition.
Additional in there?
Well, I think that we have areas that we have.
On the clock.
C3
That
that
it could work.
it could work. And if we don't
That-
put it as even conditional, then.
Can't do it at all.
And it's gonna be hard to.
All this alcohol tumbling down front and going out to the car.
You're going to hide it now because it's illegal.
So.
Notice.
Okay, appliance sales and services removed from list, it falls under retail.
Yep.
Retail.
Auto parts and accessories retail changed to conditional in C1 and permitted in I1.
Sounds like retail.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Retail is in the word.
Well,
I think we had a discussion about.
but that's gonna be like a
building
freestanding.
outside.
And also the auto,
We had a discussion during our meetings about this one, where this one differs from just regular retail because sometimes they can store auto parts outside. And do we wanna put conditions on that versus it just, yeah. I don't know.
I don't really
If it's a tire rack, it's still a retail. You sell tires.
You got Ace Hardware store stuff outside.
Yeah, I'm retail.
That's retail and it's just caged equipment like any other retail.
Just telling you guys the conversation we had.
I'm not throwing hammers at you.
Not talking to the class again.
sometimes we're also.
Raise your hand.
thinking, these are things that would be more freestanding and not part of typically, like a person.
Yeah, like an
So it's gonna be.
AutoZone.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
I think that's retail.
Auto parts.
They do. They store tires inside.
They do.
They gotta get 18 conditional uses. They sell beer.
Alright, 104,
Oh.
bakery or confectionery shop, we just said change to coffee shop / bakery. Call it anything
Okay, that's fine.
confectionery shop these days.
No one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Candy shop.
Yeah, but like,
Is that not restaurant?
I think you could logically put a candy shop with a bakery use, so
Just-
I think it's.
Coffee shop.
okay. 106, building material and supply, change to building material and supply sales. I think we have to be specific on what it was, cause we already have the storage of materials and
Right.
supply under other things.
Okay, I like it.
Business machine and repair, change to office equipment, sales and services, and permit in C2 and C1. Why we needed that now?
No.
Was our intention to not make,
Why wouldn't permit an industrial?
or C3, was my question.
The C3 I would worry about because
Yeah.
we ended up with.
I don't like that.
Machines outside and.
We wanna
It's
make.
not really neighborhood commercial either.
Got some
I
very
don't,
convenient shopping of them.
I
I
don't.
think you might just take that out.
That's a junkyard.
Okay.
Would like a UPS store? No.
Just
What I
retail,
said.
not a strip mall.
Yeah, you mean like the drop off package?
Yeah. I
I
was thinking more like a Postnet.
Off,
I said UPS, but I meant like a Postnet or something like that, where there is some services that are printing services, things like that, but.
That's where I,
Could we just take printing services away and say?
Let's put it under retail.
well, we know. Yeah, that,
That sounds good. Well,
Do we need any other changes to 107? Sorry, my brain is starting to slow down.
no.
maybe instead of retail, we could call it sales and services.
Combinable.
Okay.
Retail sells and services.
Well, I feel like there's so many that go kind of,
Right.
they could
We
be either
do.
or they could be both.
When we're having.
Because right now you've got Bill and then you've got another one.
The more broad is the problem.
I don't know.
A sale or a service, both, either?
Additional everything.
Service.
You realize the thing before this was just labeled services.
I know, that's
Sales
what I
and
was just
services?
looking at, that, but why? did we just combine these sales and service, find the list.
And there was a reason that they got separated
Right.
too.
There's the weird quandary came up and went, oh, we need to have some for this.
So more research needed on
Really?
the naming of our
Yeah.
sections of schedule deeds of uses.
Okay.
Okay. Do some- Speaking of shopping, 108 cabinet or wood.
Are you quitter?
Huh?
He didn't hear me.
No.
He quit.
We wanna change to design, showroom and sales, cabinets, countertops, tile, carpet, paint, etc. And make it conditional in C1 and permitted in C2.
That's a huge name.
So,
Well, I'm-
huge.
Cabinet or wood shop. I'm thinking like the mill where they're making them. And I think that what you've got there sounds more like where they're showing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause
Yeah.
If it's a showroom, that's just. I need retail.
Okay, so. Change, don't,
Yeah, I like it. How it is. You,
do we wanna change where it's permitted or not permitted?
I don't think it's good.
Sounds fine.
As is, okay? Convenience store, we wanted to change to convenience store, no fuel station, and then make another use for convenience store with fuel station.
Okay.
The one without a fuel
Right.
station,
What's the difference? I mean, I get the difference. No fuel, but when do you? Yeah.
store like,
A convenience store without fuel could be more in like a neighborhood or even downtown, in my opinion.
Dollar General.
Wouldn't that be, tell if it was just.
But if they sell beer, then they need that use too, and then.
So I don't understand why we're changing this at all. Like, cause I think we had issues with this when we were dealing with some people that wanted to put in gas stations, convenience stores, things of that. And we've.
Resident, next to residential, they were worried about the fuel station.
I kind of like the opportunity to discuss a conditional use in a downtown district as well as a neighborhood district. If it's permitted, we don't have that
Yeah.
conversation.
For sure.
So I don't,
we were thinking a convenience store like your corner.
Yeah.
Store like a bodega, you know, a little small. Convenience store.
That's a retail.
Retail.
Retail, yeah.
So I would say take out convenience store.
oh, that's,
We need.
We need a fuel station, but just, I wouldn't delineate fuel station, a
Yeah.
convenience store.
I think we leave this one exactly how it is.
Like, leave it like it is, it has a fuel station. or
And
not.
don't,
You have fuel station down on 113.
but it's still a.
Convenience store is,
Yeah, do
in
we-
my mind, a fuel station, convenience store.
What would neighborhood market be? Retail?
yeah.
Grocery
market.
store.
Yeah, it'd be commercial.
Yes.
So, yeah, put them,
Station is separate.
put them together.
Is it separate?
Put 'em on
Fuel
one
Put them
station?
together. They're the same uses, or they're the same, they're permitted and conditional in the same uses, right?
Put them together at 113.
That's what I, or convenience store with fuel station.
Convenience store slash.
Fuel station, and if it's conditional, we have to go through it anyway.
And then
Some
you
places
also-
you'll have a fuel station and some places you won't.
I think so, yeah.
You don't have fuel, is it still?
Because
active?
Yeah, I would.
It's still convenience.
Oh.
Oh, that's what they're calling, C-store.
Well, fuel station.
Ain't gonna make it. Retail make the. Walgreens just for convenience. We get this.
It is.
It's also. Retail pharmacy.
Okay,
grocery store.
Yeah, 114.
The same.
Looks like convenience for me.
now was the flea market slash antique shop. We said move flea market to be on the same line as farmer's market. And antique shop, this use would be just for antique shop and it would be conditional in C1 and C3.
So I would say an antique shop is retail as well. I mean, it's just basic retail.
Conditional in C1 and C3, permitted in C2?
Correct.
And not permitted in I1.
Okay.
Sanford sign out there.
Would we separate flea market and antique shop from retail?
Flea market would be more
Whatever you want.
farmer market.
Would be,
I think flea market would be more like flea market or farmer market because it's more outdoor.
I think we were thinking that flea market would be more outdoor type.
yeah, flea market makes it more.
Well, yeah, you may, are you gonna put on there like it's outdoor, like in the title maybe?
do them in parallels too, though.
All the way in agriculture, I think.
Don't have that.
No, agriculture uses.
Yeah, but I think it's a commercial.
I think the biggest difference is it seems like there's a lot of owners.
I mean,
Flea market or.
Yeah.
Even an antique store, you still have different
vendors.
vendors.
Need more research angle.
I don't know why you don't just leave it, make it conditional in C1. And take off the I1, like make a combination of all the recommendations here.
Okay, so leave the name.
I think you leave the name,
Okay, and
I think you make it conditional in C1,
C1.
permitted in C2, conditional in C3, and take it off of I1. So CPC, blank, blank.
Take it off. of
CPC
I-1.
and-
Take flea market off
I
I-1,
think it would work well in an I-1.
they do them in warehouses too.
Put it in.
Conditional in I1?
Yes.
I'd say you could almost even permit it.
I feel like if we were gonna permit it anywhere, I1 would be fine.
Okay. I don't feel that strongly about it.
Lorraine, do you feel strongly about it?
I think
Nobody
you-
feels any more about it.
We're gonna put a flea market,
We'll have it.
put it out there.
Okay, permitted in I1.
There we go.
Thanks.
Next.
Okay, florist shop, we put remove. It falls under retail.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you said all night.
Okay, frozen food locker, move to industrial section of uses and change to permitted in I1.
Okay.
Thank goodness. 113, we're putting with convenience store, as discussed previously. Grocery store, I think this is the use that started it all.
yeah.
Yes.
I split it into two uses, less than 5,000 square feet and more than 5,000 square feet. If it's less than 5,000 square feet, permit across all commercial zones.
Seems small.
If it's more than 5,000 square feet, permitted in C1 and C2 and conditional in C3. For the things that we said 5,000 square feet, that's because our development application is split into small scale development and large scale development. And 5,000 square feet.
Okay.
Body.
So
was
why
that-
is a grocery store not considered?
I think it's a little bigger scale, like your parking lots are larger, typically they're standalone, retail to me, you can go like strip.
Kirk.
What's a super center?
Rated.
It's a-
80,000.
No, but I'm talking about it's half grocery, half retail.
It's
Retail.
Retail, but that's
Auto repair.
100.
That's why I'm looking.
That's service.
The store, you name it,
Bring your dog.
100, 1,000 square feet.
Bring their dog in Walmart and I'm like, what doesn't belong?
Acceptable.
Processing meat.
It's not.
Like all these.
We still have to go.
Yeah.
I'm just looking.
Talking about that, Brian, that's pretty close. All need to be a little bit bigger.
Example of, it's a 5,000 square foot.
Oh, no, that's tiny.
Free mark. Free mark.
Oh,
I-
a little Mexican market?
Yeah, it's like a little Mexican market.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we would.
There's not many. Little Indians.
Yeah. Fit that in a commercial neighborhood.
Yeah.
On a condition of that.
I think you permit that. I think that's like the definition of. I don't know if it should be commercial. Yeah.
I. Yeah, pick up some spices, that's it, right?
Okay, do we think a grocery store fall under retail? Yay or nay?
I say no, because the bigger ones are more standalone.
And that's what I'm wondering if it should be like a big box store. If you get a Home Depot or a Lowe's or a IKEA or.
Say, the size seems like it's a lot.
Right, it seems, yeah.
And 5,000 square feet ain't the make or break factor.
If the retail is.
That's
what
why.
we're going to 5,000 square feet. They're still going to have to go through large scale, so they're still gonna have the buffers, the parking requirements, so forth.
Yeah, no, for uses, I was trying to find where the general, like, where is that?
retail, I think it's going to 5,000 because that's what our
25,
development code is.
125, 126, you just changed to 5,000.
Yeah, it's allowed in all zones.
So I think that's fair.
What is it?
Sorry, to go back to convenience store, no fuel. What's the difference between that and a small grocery store?
Right.
See, I think that this would be fine, but we gotta bump that 5,000 square feet up. Like this is for, like you said, a big box store.
Right.
And I have no clue what those magic numbers would be.
What's a big box store?
Retail.
Yeah, a grocery store, 5,000 feet or less. That's
Yeah,
retail.
I don't know that we have to tie it to the small scale, large scale. I think that might be kind of hamstringing us here.
And we determine.
I know, but I don't think it belongs in the use category. Like, I don't think we should.
So is the fix here for grocery store just making it conditional C3 or not allowed in C3?
The grocery store? To me, I think C3, it's neighborhood commercial, right? I think that's like the quintessential use of a neighborhood.
Any of the times that we get a C3, the whole thing is, they could put a grocery store there and then we.
And there's no limit on the size of it.
Yeah,
Where
we were trying to limit the
if we
size.
was a small one, it could be allowed.
Okay.
If it was a large.
Okay, I see that.
condition-
Okay. Makes sense.
Leave it at 5,000.
How we ended up here.
Yes,
I know.
all because the
I'm
grocery store.
worried that's,
Because the whole.
You guys are the expert.
5,000 square feet is the whole site being developed,
Yeah.
not just the building, but whatever is being disturbed.
what do you mean the whole site? That's tiny.
Whatever is being disturbed. That would.
Where the building setbacks are, you
Ain't
can.
it all?
Residential lot is 6,000.
Yeah, that's smaller than a house.
That's why we were allowing it to be allowed in a C3. It would-
Well, that has to be square footage.
No, it was square foot of the
Square
building.
foot of the building, not the total site. Cause you ain't fitting anything in a 5,000 total disturbance.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's.
That's the building, not.
But why did we link it to the?
Then why did we?
Because they were
Yeah.
divided that way.
Well, then
That's what I'm saying. The small scale, large scale threshold doesn't.
Well, that's.
I understand what you were doing.
They were changing it, that it was.
Yeah.
On our large.
They were on that.
Whatever is disturbed.
Yeah, we can't do that for this. That's tiny.
Right.
So I think to me, I would like y'all to take a look to see, I like your idea. Cause I think we should have a small grocery that's permitted in C3. But the threshold on size, I think is the question.
We'll give me.
Can y'all, yeah, check that out?
This needs to be clarified.
Yeah, because no, it'll square footage of the building, not. Turbines.
Super center.
Me.
That's kind of where I got.
It's okay to have that.
Okay, 116, machinery, light equipment, sales and services, we said change to permitted in C2. Okay. 120, which is pharmacy or marijuana dispensary, we said change to permitted in C2, conditional in C1.
Wait.
No,
Wait,
Jerry said no.
what?
Are we messed up?
What's the,
Hang on a second, I'm trying to find it.
120.
Be conditional.
20.
okay, whatever you want to do.
No, speak up, now your time.
Well, the reason that we changed it, because it used to be permitted, but we had no control over where
Right.
dispensaries would be. So we didn't want them all along central,
I think
which is our C2, so.
the reason one of the reasons that we were tossing this out there, I don't know about the conditional in C1 at all, but because Bentonville, they're permitted in C2, but there's also only so many licenses allowed in Arkansas for marijuana dispensaries.
That's true.
I think the other thing was we were putting marijuana dispensary and pharmacy on the same level. And that
We
if,
have to.
We have to.
but when we were thinking, would we allow a pharmacy to go right here, would we not be bothered by it then we would have to also be the same way for,
Well, the other part of that was with the dispensaries, it is a different level. You don't have armed guards at a pharmacy, but you do at a dispensary. And that was the,
Depends on where you're at,
And,
but
and to your point, there's only so many licenses you can have in a state anyway.
yeah. I'm okay leaving them conditional, that's,
Or we wanna leave conditional?
yeah, I just don't.
or, I mean.
The
you can
one that
have
would come in a C1 setting or either setting where one would make sense and the other one didn't, cause I don't think you can think of them that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
That's why
Okay.
Do you remember when Walgreens was going in, we had a lot of people.
oh my gosh, yes.
They did not want Walgreens because it was under the pharmacy. District.
Gary was not happy.
But we can't treat them differently.
Man, boy, like, Ottoman.
Can we put them separately?
You don't want that, yeah.
Put
But
these
what? I don't-
Separately.
And we're treating
But
it
treat-
differently.
Why?
Treat them.
Well, like you said, so you don't get people worked up.
Oh,
think
so
about
if they
having
submitted-
dispensary coming in versus a pharmacy.
Because when they see
Yeah.
that they are applying,
Yeah.
they are requesting a conditional use for pharmacy marijuana dispensary.
Yeah.
They're
They
thinking,
automatically
oh,
think
they're
the
doing
worst.
They have 50 people split versus.
Can we split them, Brian? As long as they're the same?
I don't know, I would have to research that to see. I mean, I do believe they're treated the same and we've got, so I don't know if we can, quite frankly, but
But
I'm
if they're-
happy to look into it.
but can't we treat them the same, but they just be,
Different lines?
as long as they're treated the same?
Potentially, except I think it opens, hopefully, it doesn't happen, but I mean, I think it opens the door later on if we deny a dispensary.
In a place that we.
in a place that-
What if for pharmacy?
CVS, but I mean, that's the.
And I think that's why we did the permitted, because
Mm.
if you're gonna be okay with the pharmacy,
Right?
you have to be okay with.
think
We could do them the same,
the
but.
Walgreens having to come in for a conditional use. Would it be easier for Walgreens or whoever to not have to come in for a conditional use? Well, if that's the case, then we would have to allow the same for dispensary.
Correct.
Right. So I think that was our reasoning for changing it to permitted. Was because we would want a pharmacy to be able, or like a Collier's, be able to do it and not have to come in for a conditional use.
Right,
I don't disagree.
I was just stating that when you put out the public notice, you use that use line.
Right.
Yeah.
Just bold the pharmacy part and underline that one.
Well, I
Don't
know,
do that to
it's
them.
not that they're applying for marijuana dispensary.
I understand. It's the same use. It's the use.
I'd have to look, I can't remember how, cause basically what we changed to the permitted is like what they have in Bentonville, but I can't remember if they're on the same line or if they're.
Oh, we're talking permitted in C2, right?
Yeah.
Just highway commercial? I think that's fair.
Fair.
I
That's
think
where it
fair.
probably should be.
Yeah.
And I think by law, you have to treat it the same as a pharmacy in C2.
Right.
Does a pharmacy make
Same
sense
law.
in a neighborhood? See.
No, it's not there though, right?
I mean, downtown, you could have a pharmacy.
Oh, you're saying conditional and
I'm asking, does it make sense to have a
Potentially.
pharmacy
Convenient.
option
Convenient.
Potentially, so make it conditional?
setting? But
You-
as maybe conditional?
Conditional.
Okay.
Probably of size.
That's what I was thinking, just the size of it, but back to the pharmacy and dispensary issue in the neighborhood.
What? You don't wanna have to go all the way across town to get your
Medicinal.
Phase.
supplies.
I'm, not that I have that. When you said that, was like you knew something about me. Wait a second.
But my constituents, right? It's-
Being recorded. Wait a second.
Risk glaucoma.
That's true.
You are wanting it conditional in C3?
I was throwing out a thought.
Yeah.
It's a good thought.
Yeah, I think it, I
Yes,
think
it should be.
Pharmacy in C3.
I love to stop on my way home to get a.
That's all you gotta say. Stop right, that's all you gotta say.
It's
This
annoying.
this little Collier's.
This goes south. Do not blame this on Swoboda. I was just throwing out a thought. Honestly, I was really thinking, I was thinking more about,
Because Swoboda's law.
I was thinking
I'm gonna open one and name it Swoboda's.
Swoboda's?
Absolutely.
Great.
Like a collier.
What's the downside of what I recommend? That's what I'm asking for, like, what's, like, shoot holes in that, but.
Well, we get 8,000 people coming to a meeting, but I think there's a legit use for that. In a neighborhood commercial. I mean, that's legit.
That's legit.
And again, you have to look at it, it's just your, like, a neighborhood where. The Brian thought.
You're
Um,
not wrong.
Different.
In the public hearing,
I don't allow, I don't agree that
in
it's.
the notification documents, do we put specifically what their use is? Like, I mean, like, if they were to do pharmacy marijuana dispensary, would we highlight that it is pharmacy, that they're only planning pharmacy?
You can, but the big bold at top's gonna say pharmacy slash.
Everything that we have, most everything that we have is going to be included in that packet. If they choose to read it, they choose to read it.
Yeah, but they're not.
No, they're not gonna read it.
If they get approved for a pharmacy, they can do a dispensary.
Yeah.
Okay.
The state, and you're saying you don't think the state differentiates that?
No, I mean, that is the case. So arguably, yes, Walgreens, if they had a license to sell marijuana, could sell marijuana in Centerton today. But I don't know the whole thing, but there's only so many licenses.
There's only so many licenses.
Yeah,
That's why I don't see it happening. In fact, there was a spokesman from Walgreens that said, we assure you, this is not, in our business model or plan.
I think all the licenses right now are spoken for.
Yeah.
So unless
I
one.
will say that there is a
business-
limitation on licenses per
Right.
city, per state.
But I mean, those are the cards that the state handed us. So we're stuck with.
If the state is saying that they're the same, do we have to list or marijuana sales on there? Not just
I
say.
would say that we probably,
Well,
I mean, that's just the type thing that sure enough, somebody wants to move their facility from Bentonville to Centerton and we don't have it. So I mean, we're sitting there.
And they would have the license to do it because they've already been granted a state license.
additional in C1, C3, right?
So we have.
Yeah, so
Permitted in C two.
that's why we're.
And I think if
Why
you
we're-
have it permitted, it should only be C2.
Agreed.
So let's see how many we get and we don't like it, then that's their problem.
Okay, one
Council take care of that.
said supplies and sales, full sales and supplies, remove supplies from the name.
I can't remember why.
I don't think so. I like it how it is.
Do we each need that as its own use? Once
Typically,
again,
well, we're
Walmart sells
thinking
both.
of the big, like,
The harsh chemicals.
like the big pools that they have like displayed outside, like.
Burton Pool Plaza over here in Midland. I like.
Yeah, we need this.
Yeah, I wish we had one.
They put big pools, they put big pools.
Seems to me like it'd be something like a car lot. I'm not sure.
Privilege.
So do we need to remove supplies from the name?
Why?
I don't.
That seems.
I think it's good.
Anywhere you see pools, you can see supplies.
Yeah.
Don't recall that one.
Well,
I feel like that one was because it was selling supplies would fall under retail. But then having the gigantic pools outside would not. But if we're considering everything else that would have things outside as retail, then why not that be retail?
Because a lot of the times the pool, they're gonna have like a huge
Showroom, outdoor.
display and it's gonna be a lot bigger.
Sometimes their displays are just. I'm thinking of the new one they just did along I-49 where it's just like the fiberglass pool.
Yeah,
Out of the ground, just.
Right.
Pool.
right. So I think we're protecting ourselves from that.
Making them.
Yeah.
C1 and C2.
So how does that differ from, like a Tractor Supply that's gonna have a lot of like sheds outside or
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean,
like a Home Depot?
I don't understand,
That's
that can't be permitted in C2.
Yeah, I think it could be permitted in C2. To answer your question, not a lot,
Like it doesn't differ a lot?
you know?
That was what we were considering, that was what we were considering when we were going through this, but if that's not what we're considering
Oh,
now, then I think that it doesn't really matter.
well,
Is what I'm saying.
I think by taking the supplies off, it kind of makes them seem like they can't have supplies in my mind. If I'm going through this as a pool supply and pool salesman, it's kind of weird.
They don't want supplies with your pool. I mean,
I think that's,
that just goes hand in hand.
I
And
think that's,
Understood.
yeah, because when you sell equipment, you sell parts.
okay, but what's the matter to list
Yeah, we're
supplies?
talking
I've not
about
heard
it.
anything.
You
Oh.
want to take it out or leave it in? I don't.
Why is it conditional in C2?
That to protect ourselves from the outdoor storage aspect of pools.
I have to remember, because we had one that wanted to go in
It's not storage.
on the greenhouse.
The pools are outside to look at.
Yeah, what's greenhouse? What is that considered? C2?
Greenhouse was C2.
C2?
And they wanted to do a pool. I don't even know if it was the actual pools, but I think it was just like supplies and things like that. And they didn't want to do a conditional use, so they didn't do it.
But they don't wanna come, I mean, they're
You have screening requirements now as well.
Right.
So make permitted in C2.
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
Car outside.
I mean, it's a type of retail.
Yeah. All right, we're almost done with this section. 124, restaurant diner. The same thing, we wanted to split it. Do small scale and large scale, so that small scale restaurants can go in to C3. Whereas the large scale ones would be conditional.
I think that's good. I think we need to find the appropriate size. though.
Correct.
Research size again.
Yes.
If we change the sizing, do we have to change the development code to match that sizing?
No, because they're not related.
Okay.
The development code is the whole disturbed site area.
Right. This is the square
This is
footage
the
of the
building.
building.
building footprint, which
Um,
your scale.
the one question we had here is, do we need to remove restaurant from I2?
Probably.
The argument we kept going back and forth on was, could it mayhaps be conditional? Because if you've got an industrial park or something, you could have a restaurant inside of it, and then the people who work there could go eat lunch there. Or if it's business parky, I guess, I don't know. Right.
Well, that's true. They had a restaurant right off the airport when, basically before the airport was fully constructed, when they were doing the maintenance, they had a restaurant right across the street.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Restaurant.
Is it a microbrewery? or-
Over 15,000 gallons.
Okay.
So do we want to remove from I2 or make?
Conditional is fine. I think that's a good point.
So. Question?
If I don't call
The lot, the corner lot on Main and Town View. What's that zoned?
E3, which is neighborhood commercial.
Put your swobodas, right?
If you put a case, it's
Dispensary in the back.
With a corner store convenience store that sells
non-fuel station though.
non-fuel, you don't,
Yeah, have.
they already got the gas at swobodas. dude.
It's the last time I say anything.
Christina,
So, the reason I'm asking is,
Nice name though.
I know.
Look, it sounds.
is I didn't understand, why would we not have, C3 neighborhood as a conditional option for the restaurant diner smaller than 5,000?
Saying it should be permitted if it's smaller than 5,000.
Right.
I think that's.
Always.
And we're researching.
Are you saying it should be conditional?
I mean, I like conditional, but
What, are you gonna, so just to
because-
be
I know.
contrary, like, are you gonna allow a certain type of restaurant there, but not another one?
no, but does it give us flexibility as things grow and build up to be able to go, man, a restaurant right there doesn't make sense anymore? Conditionally.
Potentially, but to
I guess I just,
Diane's point too, I think you lose some prospects because of having to go through that condition.
Someone just like, I don't want to have to do a conditional use.
Is that?
I don't disagree with what you're
Yeah.
saying.
They just feel like.
yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
More costly, you have the.
I wanna put-
the public hearing, I like.
I wanna put where my restaurant is where people are at.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
moving away, I'm gonna put one stand. I move on down. the road.
Totally.
I don't think you're wrong though, Brandon.
Yeah.
I think that's a hard
Yeah,
question.
We kind of,
I guess I just,
Would be small.
So now there, no difference between.
To get a visual.
So you've already decided it's C3. And then we're gonna decide on which restaurants can.
Goes in or what?
We've decided that was C3 and then to make them
Yeah.
additional use.
Just thinking back to that. And trying forward.
Those are different. Food trucks, they're a separate use. They're conditional in everything.
It's not structure on wheels.
Alright, so
Stuff like that.
125, where are we at, Kayla? 125, 126?
Settle on 120, we're making it,
To give them some flexibility.
keeping it,
Or 124?
restaurant, diner. That we're going back and forth on small scale being allowed in neighborhood commercial.
Per minute.
Permit.
I think Brandon has legitimate points, but I think the majority is permitted.
And conditional in I1.
And
I2.
And I2.
Right.
Okay, so we're on 125. We're gonna kind of ignore the note about it being our development application, not related. And we want to question mark remove from I2. Do we want
Yes.
tours in I2?
Where would that?
Yeah, I mean, if you had an industrial complex.
Yeah.
Well, I would say.
Yeah, that's
conditional
good.
for-
Yeah, retail, yeah.
Next to them, I mean, it makes sense. that-
Can flex space go, like this flex space types go in? industrial?
I think we have fully defined flex spaces.
No, we have not.
Remember that one time?
I'm not saying define, but
Right.
if somebody came in with that
Yeah,
concept
I do, I do.
in industrial.
If there was a flex space in industrial, they could put anything allowed industrial in that flex space, essentially.
So you have plumbing supplies,
Yeah,
you-
That's what I'm saying.
showers.
I think you leave it. Again, I think this is one where we look at what makes sense from a retail store standpoint, and I think the goal here would be to tailor the large one to more like big box type stores, right?
Yeah.
That's what we've hinted at all night.
So from I2, make conditional in I2,
Additional, but
and that goes for 120.
say both, 125 and.
Okay. We're almost there. Sign shop, change to not allowed in C3,
Sure.
like the most convenient thing ever, so.
Don't read. It's a lesser.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Well, because we want to save industrial space for industrial users.
Store, if it was in
Right.
combination with something.
Or if it supported a industrial use.
Right.
I like that.
Say that.
We got two more guys.
Don't hate me, can I go back to the?
Yeah.
It's less than or equal to 4,000, we've been talking 5,000 all night, so.
No, we need to research.
To research.
Proper.
Obviously to be researched.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm paying attention.
You are, look at you go.
Kind of.
Oh my. Oh my.
Okay, 128, we didn't suggest any changes to businesses. We just made a note that it's only allowed conditionally in C2 for a specific other code section in Title 7, so we didn't suggest.
Yeah. We're not franchised, it's gonna be.
That's
Bodas.
That's Svoboda's.
Bodas, yeah, it's a.
Svoboda's bada bing. Clinton Epstein. Putting it in.
129 and 130, we said that we should combine with 115, 116, so these things normally happen together. And 116 was the light and heavy equipment sales and services.
Yep.
These super rentals are also happening at the same time.
Do you think we can knock the rest of this out very
Yes.
quick? I think these might be easier, right?
There's like 8 of them. No changes.
Not that many, we can knock it
Yeah,
out.
good.
Let's go.
129, alcohol
Thanks, David.
manufacturing and distribution, change to not allowed in C2.
Oh, no. Go. All right.
What's the difference between this one and the other one?
That's what
I'm just reading the list.
Yeah, I know.
We can,
I think you put
covered
the,
that. You've covered that in the other one.
what was the other use? Like the,
Brewery and.
well,
why don't we move that brewery down here and it's,
Very good.
Yeah, that is the brewery.
I mean, it's alcohol manufacturing,
Alcohol man-
brewery, heavy brewery.
Yeah.
Great, this
Brewer.
is the brewery use right here.
Yes.
Say it.
Brewery's gonna be closed, time I get out of here.
Artisan slash craft product manufacturer, we wanna remove brick from the description. Why are we doing that?
Because brick, I mean, you're not gonna be doing
Big.
What? No.
bricks. I mean, if you're gonna be making bricks, I mean, you're gonna have like the big brick.
Yeah, but it's I1, I2.
Yeah, it's industrial.
Great.
Yeah, permitted in I-1 and I-2.
134.
Permitted,
Okay.
right?
So leave brick?
Yeah.
Tile, would be the same as.
Terracotta?
No, it's conditional.
Tiles can be.
Okay, 134, production facility maintenance yard, removed from C2.
Yeah.
Agree?
Yep.
Millworking products, woodworking, change to millwork production and sales. Change to permitted in I1.
How's this different than the other woodworking one we
I
have?
think that's why we were making it different.
Yes.
Okay.
This is where you sell it, not where you make it. But it said production and sales.
But that's the, yeah,
That's not woodworking, that is
It's
millwork.
I would actually want Wayne to make it in the industrial, and sell it to not be.
It's like a lumber yard, sawmill.
Oh, there you go. Changes sawmill.
I wouldn't do woodworking, I would just take woodworking out.
I would take woodworking out too. because
Lumberyard.
metal
Yard, that was a
Lumber
suggestion.
yard, Millworks, lumberyard type.
Do we leave it as millwork products or production and sales?
I like.
Lumberyard slash millwork
Yeah, just millwork or.
production
yeah, Millwork size lumberyard.
and sales. You like sale?
Lumber yard, I think lumber yard is a different thing.
Is it?
Not different in the.
No, we don't have a separate lumber yard.
Not after we get it done.
We aren't talking just lumber though, are we? On millwork?
It says woodwork.
Well, this one said millwork products, woodworking.
I know, but
know,
I was like, I thought we were talking about taking woodwork.
lumber, yeah.
Yes. of it.
Yes.
Lumberyard could be retail too, like Ace.
G and you buy it.
This
Confused.
is,
I'm thinking lumberyard is like,
Lumberyard is
they're
more
taking the,
processing.
they're taking the big tree and making it into
Yeah.
a 2x4.
Like on Highway 40.
Yeah.
They bring in big block trucks with big blocks.
I can go with that.
Loggers.
Lumber mill, not lumber yard.
well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
lumber.
millwork is the same as.
you can have lumber mill, you can do metal, you can, yeah.
Things I'm not super familiar with. I don't know.
Millwork.
They do millwork.
Millwork what? Or just millwork? What are we calling this?
Maybe the suggestion would work. Millwork production and sales.
Neat.
Still works.
Wow.
Did.
Awesome. And do we want to change to permitted in I1?
Yeah.
Don't want it.
Do you?
C2.
No, how do you make it?
We want it in C2.
No. Not at all.
Remove from C2.
Oh, that's C2.
Original.
Nope, that's 130.
Counters are made out of,
Millwork is lumber, right?
no, counters, like a kitchen.
Yeah,
Like,
you
no.
don't mill that, right?
Granite.
We have a stone one in here somewhere.
Okay.
You get tile.
Monument and stone manufacturing, change to not allowed in C2.
Yep. Do we permit it in I1?
Stone manufacturing.
I would say you could permit it.
Yeah.
I1, you have to have special
Yeah,
filters and.
yeah, you permit that.
Okay, Septic
I1.
tank cleaning and porta potty services, change to allowed in I2.
What about C1?
Why not I1?
What about just number 2?
Two,
Yeah,
One in I1.
Not in I1.
No.
No? Why?
This is lighter industrial.
also in I1, technically per our code, everything that has to do in I1 has to be indoors. You can't
Oh,
write.
okay, then I'm.
Great. Vehicle storage, change to not allowed in C2.
Yep.
Last one, I think, nope, not last one, I lied to you. Wholesaling, change to not allowed in C2.
Yep.
Could I have some not sure thumbs? Are we good?
No, that's good.
Okay,
Wholesale.
The happy hum.
okay, just making sure.
Okay,
157,
hold on.
nope, Curtis, yes?
C2 vehicle storage.
Not allowed.
No.
Vehicle storage, okay. Not
We
we,
got like storage units though, cause we've got storage units and
No.
That's 151.
They take
But
up.
that's not specifically just for vehicle storage. Big stores like you.
What is phase?
This is specific for, okay.
Yep. Like a junkyard or
There you go.
Okay, that makes sense.
and have a 2,000 cars out.
No, vehicle storage is like what we have at the mini storage, where you have the RVs and the boats and the.
But that's part of the storage unit.
It's a storage
Your
facility.
storage unit, it's a storage facility. It's not primarily for vehicles.
150.
Just part of
It
that.
allow
rent.
vehicles at a certain amount.
Reuse.
There, it's fine, but it's not primarily.
It's not a primarily just a
Right.
vehicle storage lot.
157 parking facility as principal use, we said change to permitted in C1. So you can have a parking facility in our downtown.
Yep.
Yes.
When we were talking mini storage, the only thing that I would consider in a C2 would be the indoor that looks like it's commercial. We have a lot of the mini storage units that are the outdoor units. I've never seen them work right with the bumpers.
Yep.
And they end up using the office space. Or that one up there is now 3 businesses.
Right.
We've only accommodated for a few parking spaces. So they're parking all over the grass, and so they're a mess in the C2.
What number is this?
150.
So I don't.
We had designed down here on Mountain View and Main and.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, right.
I don't know if we could split those out so that we could do a conditional for an indoor mini storage, or just leave it like this. That's.
I think if you do indoor mini storage, I think there's some use cases for maybe C3. Those are really popular, but it would have to be like a really nice.
Mhm.
I'm just saying.
My person's soul, but I see what you're saying.
I don't really care for it either, but
It is convenient.
I just hate using up that
I know.
type of retail
Uh-huh.
for a mini storage that doesn't provide that retail revenue like we're going. Sales revenue.
Flop their stuff and then forget it ever existed.
So did we want to split it out between indoor and outdoor mini storage?
You know, you have to be specific on, cause I go, well,
What are you gonna,
How are you defining indoor and out?
one's outside, one's inside?
KO storage though, I have to open the door to get into some of that. But some
Right.
has,
It's true.
Oh, I think we're talking completely indoor.
and are you talking about climate controlled then?
no, it's fun.
I think that's the word you want more, is climate controlled over indoor outdoor.
Yeah, you know, it's,
I can
there's,
climate control my units that's only outside, right? I could.
KO has indoor.
They're not climate control.
They do have climate control.
But how would you break out the what's permitted and what's conditional differently if you did that?
Might as well just leave it on one, just.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Okay.
But that was the thinking of why.
We'll circle.
Okay, I think that's it.
Moved. Not yet.
There's other stuff, not related to this.
Okay.
That's good.
Announcements? Are those other things announcements?
Of course is.
I
Learning.
sent you all
Yes.
emails
Cargo
You
horse?
don't have to sign up for all of them. But if you have some that are that you would be interested in attending, let us know so that we can sign you up for the courses, pay for them. You don't have to do anything but attend the class. It's like the
Certified planner.
an official
Right.
training. Yes.
That's when we get paid more per meeting or something, or?
No, you don't. You
Hmm.
course paid for.
right, you don't have to pay
Something
for the
like that?
course.
No,
It's called the chairperson.
Oh,
they're being held from 9 in the morning
you
till
get paid more than that?
they alternate each year.
Next year, it'll be in the evening,
Should I?
at 9,
Am I? Probably.
One every month.
correct. Part of the month. Part of the month. Part of the year. That brings it up.
I'll just update you as far as ADH. This day was lifted from the Tulsa appeal. ADH has given us a list of projects. They reserved 1,000 lots, which is 0.250 million gallons per day for Decatur. Because they requested it, so it really had our projects down.
The health department dictated that?
Yes.
It's been 1,000?
Yeah. So, I mean, we're looking at other avenues for our sewer. And when those projects will actually be released, I'm not exactly sure. There is, of course, another 30-day appeal period that someone could appeal, but ADH indicated to me via email that they would like, the list of projects, and so that they could they indicated that they even had some letters kind of prepared on those that they knew could be released.
So after that 30-day appeal, it's,
They may be doing it sooner. I don't get copies of the ADH.
are the improvements completed?
Pardon?
Are the improvements completed at Decatur?
Most of them, I think.
There are-
there's one left.
There are some projects that there's a couple of them that say that they that they don't require any improvements. I don't know.
No, I'm saying the improvements at the treatment facility.
They have.
No, they're
membranes.
being released contingent upon those being completed. The membrane should be put in.
June, I think, was the latest, April?
I thought that was April and then the UV was
Oh.
late summer.
Yeah.
They're waiting until they have some.
Yeah, and if you release the homes, they're not gonna be online until months.
So, other than that, I don't know.
How much are we gonna have left over?
Don't know.
I don't know. It's gonna be a bad deal for those guys.
I mean, as far as, there were projects that were on our list that ADH included in the,
Stop.
well, they, like the difference in the permit was 1.06 million gallons. So if they did that, there were certain projects that we had on our list from last July that we finalized and everything. Those came off of that reserve, of that extra.
Huh.
Because
Cause the metered flows were metered before they were online, even though they were approved, right? Yep.
the meter flows were on.
Like they took the meter flows for the plant before
Yes.
those projects were actually online and flowing.
Yep.
Well, I mean, some of them even aren't flowing, but the flows going in, the number kept increasing.
Good.
I mean, it went from,
But at the end of the day, there's gonna be people that have been waiting that still aren't gonna be able to proceed. Potentially.
right, for right now, I
Okay.
believe so. So we've got some property have to get figured out, and so we really need Centerton Utilities to look at those projects and what, where they're going, what improvements have to be made, and that's still up in the air on some of that even.
Yeah.
But we were really hoping that, a list of projects that were ready to go, that they'd be, ADH would say, yep, those can all go, and did not happen.
Bummer. Okay. Any other announcements?
All right, well, the next meeting.
Okay.
Did you already kind of?
No, so the next PC meeting, we'll have a subdivision final on that meeting, and there will be a council meeting right after it, I think at 7. We probably won't look at the schedule of uses too much. But we finished.
We did.
Done.
So it should be a
Done.
We gotta
short.
talk about the sizing and stuff, but.
Some stuff we had more research on.
Okay. Next council meeting is on the 10th. Next PC meeting is on the 17th. The next tech review is on the 19th. Does anybody know if they're not gonna be able to make it to the 17th meeting? Looks like we're good. All right, with that, motion to adjourn.
Devin, so moved.
Thank you.